Hi everyone, Infinity here. And it came to me today, and so I'm sharing it. And I didn't feel like writing it this time, which I normally prefer to do. Because once in a while it's fun to utilize this body for expression and excitement and hand language and stuff like that. And so I'm currently listening to some of the channelings by Cryon, which is new for me. And very, very much talks about the DNA, the cells, the innate, and stuff like that. And I had a bowl of leftover pasta that I made last night for dinner, and I was having that today. And the insight of asking God to help me chew it came in, and so I did, and it was really funny. And then it brought me back to, I would say, I mean, everyone's on a spiritual path equally. Some are aware of it, some are not. But we're all on. So when I refer to being on the spiritual path, am referring to how long I've been aware of it. And for me, it's been about since 2013, and it's 2018, so like 5 years now. And I remember when I first got into it was, I need help with this God, I need help with this universe, I need help with this self, I need help with this higher self, I need help with this whatever it was. I now playfully call it the iSelf, lowercase I, capital case S, and then yes, iSelf, kind of like iPad or iPhone, or sometimes you gotta have those subliminals to reach people that aren't seeing it yet. Hey, it's all fun, it's all play. And so I was constant, like, way back when, for me, way back when, really is like yesterday. So like way back when, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, whatever. Um, I was constantly asking the universe for help, and it felt really right to do so. And then when I had my first awakening, November 19th of 2014, and I had that, oh my God, I'm God moment, and I'm God and I can do this all myself. And yeah, no, you can't. You can't do it all yourself. I can't do it all myself. Even though it is all I or all self, but the percentage, and this, I have no idea if it's correct, and it might be, but feel it out for yourself, that it's about point oh 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 and about 50 more, and then a 1%, so point oh 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 oh, dink. 1% of me is physically focused, and point 9% of me is non-physically focused, or the God self, the I self, the higher self, and all of that. And as I asked God to help me chew my pasta, which I know I can do myself, supposedly, or I did up until the bite before that. Um, when I called on the I self, the higher self, the authentic self, the God self, to help me with it, granted, it's not very hard to chew pasta at all, but it made it more enjoyable, it made it easier, it made it more exciting, made it more playful, added more celebration to it, and no effort whatsoever. And since the book that I'm graciously taking my time on writing, The Effortless Creation of Love from Realization to Realized, the more that we call on our divine self, on God, on the I self, the authentic self, the higher self, the self, the non-physical self, the innate self, the energetic self, whatever. The more we call on that for everything, not just the big things, not like, oh my God, I call on God for enlightenment, or I call on God to pay my house bill, or I call on God to keep my family together, or I call on God for whatever. Normally, in those deepest times of struggle is when we call on the divine. And that's okay. But we should really be doing it for everything. All of it. Calling on the divine to guide the words to come out of this body, to therefore come across to the ears that will be listening to this in whatever fractal of time, that it may be of the highest service and benefit and growth and joy and play and expansion for all. Call on your higher self, your iSelf, for help or an assistance with brushing your teeth. Call on your iSelf, I'll do it in an I sense. I call on my iSelf for helping me and assisting me with the thoughts that I want to be aware of. I call upon my iSelf to help me and assist me with bringing me unexpected, benevolent, loving, intelligent experiences today. I call on my iSelf to assist me with taking a bath when I'm done with this video. I call upon my iSelf that I may be of compassionate compassionate exempling for everything that I call other, as well as myself, a part of the iSelf. With that, I'm sure you get the gist of it by now. It is totally a form of mastery, one of the ultimate forms of mastery, to call on the divine for help. It becomes part of the super spiritual ego to let go of that which the majority, if not all of us, will have played with. I can do this myself. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. You can, for the most part. Definitely not part of effortless creation. Splattered throughout the Bible, we are children. Children ask for help. We're the children of the one iSelf, I am, I God. Benevolent, intelligent energy source, the quantum field of consciousness. We are the children of that. We are a part of it, and we are it as well. But in this physical focus, we are children. Children celebrate, children play, and children ask for help when they don't know what the fuck they're doing. And honestly, most of us don't have a clue what we're doing. And that's okay, because that's playful. Actually, if we can stay in that sense of, I don't know what the hell I'm doing all the time, therefore asking for help and assistance all the time, therefore synchronistically being brought to our next best thing all the time. I love you. Call on the iSelf. Toodles. Peace. Aloha.